life sings silly songs of laughter in the life after hurt, ego, and misguided pride, which lead to lies the soul can no longer stand to bear. But I see 20 children standing there, beaming bright in angel light as they take flight. Together they smile, the type sunlight that makes the devil backtrack into his lair. Yeah, these young souls are soothsayers, spiritual players, accelerated graduators of this game called life. Spitting 16s, making Biggie breakdance and Frankie seem like Layla's dad, with 10,000 other souls watching true love withhold nothing. And through dry tears, we'll spend the next few years silently screaming, why? Until we realize that their spiritual awakening already understood their undertaking the moment they appeared in the womb playing robber.
Hi, April.
Hey.
So today, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, come on in. Come on in, my friends. We have a very special show today, the Grow Your Money podcast, where we normally talk about different types of things on how to grow your money and not blow your money. And as you know this young lady over here, Miss April Sampe. She's my good girlfriend, one of my closest friends. And we come here to talk about all different types of things every single Wednesday. Well, today we're going to talk about Malcolm-Jamal Warner and the great life and legacy that he lived. What makes this show so much more meaningful and special, because he was the big brother to all of us. He was Theo, and he was all of these other things. But to April, he was a friend. April was a part of his band Miles Long. I was fortunate enough to watch them a couple of months ago in June at the Capitol Jazz Festival. Let me show you. Let me see.
Last month.
Huh?
It's last month.
In June, last month. Yes, last month. And let me just tell you this. This man loved April. Let me tell you how much he loved her.
And I was like, yeah, but you April. You April Sampe, and I love her so much because she always comes with the goods. So this is our last song. It's called Spark and Tingle, featuring April Sampe.
Yeah, April!
Like that. I'm feeling deep inside my soul.
So what do you think when you see that, April?
That I'm really pissed off that he's not here. And it's not fair. And I'm not the only one who lost somebody. Like, the world lost their brother. And the funny thing is that it's impacting people who have never once met this man a day in their lives in person. But the person that you knew on television was actually him. Like, he wasn't playing a role. That's the funny part. Like, he was not playing a role when he was Theo. He was just being himself, right? And he always made you feel like you were the most important person in the room. It wasn't a situation where he was like, everybody needs to know who I am. I just walked in. I've been around celebrities my whole life. And I've never met a celebrity that makes you feel more like you're the most important person in the room. Most of the celebrities are like, I just want to remind you that I'm the most important person, that I'm famous and I'm this and I'm that. And when it came to him, it was like, I see you.
Yeah.
and you're important, and you mean something to me. And I didn't know him that long. I think that that's also why I kind of, and I don't mean to be disrespectful. I didn't understand why it was hitting me as hard as it was hitting me, but a few reasons that I know that it's hitting me as hard as it is. Number one, because he's been my brother since I was 5. And number two, that he believed in me more than anybody else has believed in me. And he's put me in rooms that I never thought that I'd ever be in, even without me being there or me asking. He's never said a negative word about me, at least as far as I know. And if he did, I deserved it because he's so genuine. And I'm sorry that he's gone. And out of all people, if I'm going to say, who do I feel the worst for? His wife and his daughter.
Yes.
Because he loved those women unconditionally, uncontrollably, undeniably, like unbelievably, like he 100% loved his wife's dirty draws. And I love that. Like,
I love that too, April. I listen, I was telling April, I didn't know he was married. So I was like, April, hook a sister up. I'm cute. I play bass. I'm conscious. Hook a sister up. I was harassing April. Did you talk to her? And finally she said, Constance, he's married. And he said something so poetic about his wife.
I remember exactly what he said.
I don't remember what it was, but you told me, and I was just, at that point, I was like, oh.
Right. No, he said, most people, no, he said, I feel uncomfortable saying this. He said something along those lines, like, I feel uncomfortable saying this. And in my head, I'm like, okay, now the celebrity comes out. Now the celebrity comes out. You're going to tell me that, you don't mind dating if you have a open marriage or something. No, none of that. He said, I don't feel comfortable saying this because it makes other people uncomfortable. And I'm like, huh? He goes, my wife is so dope. He's like, my wife, he said, I have the best wife. Listen. And I'm just like, and he said it with such conviction. This man, I'm like, I love your wife. Like that, like whoever she is. And that, I never got a chance to meet her. I did speak to her once when he would call at the end of the night to tell her good night if it was too late. And he would call she and his baby girl, and he would send videos, and I just eat to them. And I've never met a man who, especially one who's in the public eye, who, as he said, when we were doing the song Poo Poo La La, it's like so many people ask me, why are you getting married? You can have as much Poo Poo La La as you want. And he's like, yeah, this is who I want it from. Like, this is the one. And like for him to say, he's like, yeah, I can get it from whoever I want it from. But this is who I want to be with. And this is it. This is my person. And he says this out loud in front of the world to hear. And I'm just like, wow, I hope my husband talks about me like that behind closed doors in front of the world.
That's what we did say. Yeah. Yeah. Behind closed doors where she's not around.
She's not around.
Yeah. Yeah. That gave me, in that moment when you told me that he said that gave me a such deeper level of respect for
me too.
Human. I was like, what? I couldn't, of course I couldn't be mad, right? But I really was like, this man is really like dope in real in 3D. And so when April says that he believed in her more than anything or more than anybody, I want to object a little bit. But his belief was a little bit more important
No, it's not more
Then
important.
no. It was more important than my belief because he was able to open doors and get her in rooms and put her in places that a lot of other people weren't. Specifically me. Now it's funny because when I met April when I was doing a podcast a few years ago where we interviewed celebrities. And so we interviewed, 35 celebrities during COVID. Actors, singers, all of these things. And so the person I was co-hosting with, he knew April from the DC area. And April and I became fast friends. During that time, April was like over the music industry. Like she was just over. She was done. And I had been telling her for years how great she's a star, like all of these things. Like, I know you do real estate. I know you do a little real estate stuff. Yeah. But here's where I need you to be.
Does anybody need a house? I promise I won't problem.
Here's where I need you to be, April. And I was projecting because I see she's a star. I know how great she is. Then here comes Malcolm-Jamal Warner. That's what I tell her. Now this tell you you're great. Now all of a sudden you believe shit.
You know what it is how it's not even. It wasn't that. It's that he said, "You're great. Come with me."
Yes.
And I've been on stages with many people. I've been on stages. There's too many to name, and they've come to me and they said, "You're great. Okay, bye." Yeah. And he's like, "You're great. Come with me." And you're great. By the way, somebody else is hitting me up like, "Oh yeah."
Other celebrities, other singers are calling April. Wait, and I'm not going to say who. So of course, April and I are kind of obsessed with each other, and not a weird kind of way, but we talk like 24/7, like 24 hours. We're FaceTime each other. But we were talking, and she was doing the Capitol Jazz, I think, and she went and she was going into the hotel, and she saw another singer, celebrity, and she was excited about seeing you. She's like, "You're April Sampe, me and Malcolm."
No, she did not say it like that. She didn't say it like that. But she was excited, like, "Oh my God, I just got off the phone with him. We were talking about you for the last 20 minutes. And then she introduced herself. And I'm like,
I
know who the fuck you are? She put her hand out and she gave me a hug. She's like, "By the way, I'm like, I know who you are." And you're like, "How do you know me though?" "I've been following you for the longest time. You're a freaking musical genius. And how do you know?" It's not even that. How do you know it's me? You know what I'm saying? Like, so
because she stalked you as he was talking.
I don't think she stalked me. He probably sent a video of us performing or something.
She stalked you. She knows everything about you. But to her point and to his point, he knew. Let me tell you how he knew. Let me tell. So after the jazz festival, so me and April and Raymia and also Brenda from Net 7, we all went out to celebrate afterwards, right? So this is me, Raymia, and April. And so this is right after the Capitol Jazz, right after she gets off the stage with Malcolm-Jamal Warner. We're hanging out, we're celebrating, we're having a good time. We leave there. Now we're on the phone the entire way home, right? So now we're on the phone the entire way home. And then I was like, wait. This one right here. This is the reason why. Because this is what I told her to do the whole ride home. I was like, okay, do this again. Remember, April, what I was telling you to do on the way home? I was like, do it again. That's why, do it again, April. And she was doing it. Do it again. Yeah, we did that. Hold on. I want them to see it. They don't even know. Like, the little stuff that she be doing, that's what makes her so unique and so dope.
Just dance for me. 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 Don't make me wait. Just dance for me. Just dance for me. Just dance for me.
why he said.
And I was like, yeah, but you April. You April Sampe,
and so unfortunately, in his set, I was paying more attention to April than the rest of the band.
Well, no, you can't say that because I mean, first of all, Miles Long. I'm so impressed. I just wish. Oh God, I wish we could have been doing this for many, 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 many more years because I'm the newbie, and it was always so hard for me to say I'm part of the band, right? Because if y'all only knew how, like, Malcolm is Malcolm. Like, Malcolm is larger than life, right? Not only is he larger than life, but he's larger than life and he makes you feel seen. And he's working with a band of the most amazing gentlemen. And when I say the most amazing gentlemen, these men treat you like you're their little sister and they protect you like you're their little sister. And I'm like, am I the only person? Am I the only female who's ever been a part of this band? No, I'm not. I'm like, you all welcomed me so unbelievably, like, so many words. Anyway, those musicians, Dash is Dash on the horn player who was acting a crazy fool, just dancing. He's so dope, right? Edge, these guys are just, there's word, just like you said about us, words can't express how unbelievably talented everyone on that stage is. And so you see a Malcolm-Jamal Warner who not only can act his ass off, not only can direct his ass off, not only can, write poetry, not only, this man is a bass player and a damn good one. You know what I mean? Like, come on, son.
Yeah, a true Renaissance man, a true artist in so many areas of the world. And so I felt like I knew the band.
Me too. But
no, because vicariously through you did, but vicariously through you, because we would always have these conversations, and which intrigued me because being a musician, and just talking that band shop. But before we go forward, and I did a tribute to Malcolm, and I had to let April see it before we came on, and we both shed.
Won't cry anymore.
Huh?
Probably so won't cry anymore.
You won't cry anymore. But I did a tribute this morning to Malcolm-Jamal Warner, and with this new damn StreamYard. Oh, here it is. Let me show you. We don't watch it hot. All right. We'll watch it live. You ready? Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me go back. I'm sorry. I shared the wrong thing. Sorry. Let me share it again. You know what really is going on is I need my glasses.
I was gonna say it's probably saying,
Huh?
It's probably Malcolm saying, look, stop crying.
Some people don't just live a life, they live a timeline of legacy. This is a story of Malcolm-Jamal Warner, a man whose rhythm moved across every part of our culture. He was born August 18, 1970 in Jersey City, New Jersey. He was named after Malcolm X and jazz pianist Ahmad Jamal. Malcolm was raised by a fierce, visionary single mother who believed in his light. From the beginning, he was destined to shine. At just 12 years old, Malcolm started acting in shows like Fame and Matt Houston. But everything changed in 1984 when he was cast in the role that would define a generation. As Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show, Malcolm became the face of Black boyhood. He was smart, flawed, funny, and full of heart. He gave us somebody to root for, to laugh with, and to grow up alongside. At 16, he earned an Emmy nomination, the youngest actor ever nominated at that time. While he was still a teenager, Malcolm sat behind the camera, directing music videos and even an educational film about HIV awareness. The boy who once played a student was now shaping how we learn. After The Cosby Show, he led his own sitcom, Here and Now, and he starred in UPN's Malcolm and Eddie. In between, he showed dramatic range in films like The Drop Zone and HBO's Tuskegee Airmen, but Malcolm's creativity couldn't be contained to a script. He picked up his bass, he grabbed the mic, and A Miles Long was born. His music fused jazz, funk, and soul, and his poetry was as raw as it was real. In 2015, Malcolm won a Grammy for Best Traditional R&B Performance for Jesus Children with Robert Glasper and Layla Hathaway. The boy we met on TV had become a music legend too. He took on powerhouse roles of Sons of Anarchy, Suits, American Dream Story, and as Dr. A.J. Austin in The Resident. Malcolm never stopped evolving. He never stopped challenging the narrative. In his later years, he turned to podcasting. He used his voice to uplift ours. His words were intentional, his presence magnetic. Malcolm was never just an actor. He was an architect of the culture. On July 20th, 2025, we lost him in a tragic drowning accident in Costa Rica. He was just 54. But his timeline doesn't end there because legacy lives on. It lives on in every laugh that he gave us, in every lyric that he wrote, in every moment he made us feel. Malcolm-Jamal Warner, actor, musician, poet, friend. You didn't just play your part. You wrote your own script. And we are better because you lived. Some people don't just live a life. They live a timeline of legacy. This is a story of Malcolm-Jamal Warner.
Said sorry about that. I said, what do you think about when you see that?
Everything. Let's ask the viewers, what do they think?
So
Let's ask them, what do you think is the question.
So ask them, what do you guys think? What did you guys think when you saw that? Or what did you feel, or what was your first thought when you heard that he passed away? I'll tell you, I was on the phone with my dad, and in mid-sentence, I'm scrolling and I seen the news, and I immediately hung up on my father. And I called April, and the only thing she said when she answered the phone was, "It's true." I was silenced, and all I could do was tell her that I'm sorry. Because every time April and I, we got one of those relationships where we can keep it 100% real with each other, right? We keep it real about everything and everybody. There has never been one single time where she's had anything negative to say about this man. There has never been one single time. And when you talk about joining the band, I still was like, but you're a star. And April was like, I'm good over here right now. And I'm like, he saw that you're a star. And he had so many things. I know that he's had so many things planned for you. I was looking at an interview with Bill Cosby, and Bill Cosby was saying how he was so excited. He had just talked to him a couple of months ago, and he was so excited about his band. April was a part of that band. I said, I know he told Bill Cosby about you. I know he told Bill Cosby about this amazing artist that he had discovered. I know he did so. But for you, April, what was one of the things? I know you talked about how he made you feel seen. For folks who are listening, who are inspired by him, what's the message that you think that they should take from his life, his legacy, from all of those?
Live the best life you can possibly live. And I will say that as it relates to him, he seems He always seemed like he wanted to be the best version of himself. It was never like, all right, I'm good enough. It was never enough. Like something so random, music theory. So he didn't go to school to learn music. That wasn't, what he went to school for, right? And so I would listen to him when it came to the band, learning from like Rodney. Rodney is the keyboard player. Rodney is a flipping genius. Um, and he would ask him, okay, well, what should I do on this song? Like, give me something funky to do on this song. And he would practice. He would send me videos telling me like, no, don't do it this way. Do it this way. And I'm just like, thank you. You know what I mean? It wasn't ever like, you suck. You can't, you didn't do it right. He's like, no, this is a better way to do it. And by the way you did this was really dope. And it was just like, why are you gone? You know what I mean? There's no shade. There's so many other people that I'd be like, you could have taken them. They can go. But I mean, like, let's just be real here. Sometimes maybe God is like, listen, I don't have that many great people here, so I need I need greatness around me to completely surround me. So I'm sorry, I have to take one of the ones I actually want, and you can't be mad about that.
April, I want to share. I want to share a video of like y'all. I think you guys are like doing a jam session or something like that. Let me see. Wait a minute. This wasn't a jam session. Was this an open mic or was this a gig?
Jam session.
This was a jam session. Okay.
I choose you to be my golden spirit. One of the plans and damn those who say romance can never last. I promise to protect you like everlast. I will ride the waves of life's better days. Cruise through storms and hurricanes so we can bask in God's sun rays. And I pray that I can be all the man you need and desire as we create this love that will never, ever, ever,
Well, tell us about that performance.
Tell you about what happened?
About that performance. What was that?
That was just a jam session. He had a jam session once a month. Okay, sorry. Think about it. How many celebrities do you know that are that are as well known as this man? Okay. And he just has a regular jam session in a small, chill spot down to the Atlanta that most people don't know about. Like, and you just never know who you're going to meet. Like, you never know what celebrity's going to be there because his friends just so happen to stop by because they want to hang out with him.
Right.
But what celebrity do you know that's just going to be, there you go, T.C. Carson. Just random. Like, who just, and this is a small, it's not huge. You know,
that's Mike Phillips back there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize he was in that picture.
You just never know. Like, and he wants to be with the people. He's, and that's just, I mean, I'm not in his head. You know what I mean? But that's the way he came across. He was just so down to earth. He was just so unbelievably dope. I've never met anybody who's on the level that he is, world known all around the world, all over the world. Everybody knows this man's name. And if they don't know him by his actual name, they know him by one of the names that he was.
You know about the old white man that texts you who don't know nothing about the Cosby Show.
Sent me a text message saying, Theo, like, I'm sorry to hear about your bandmate. Thank you. And that, to me, that was sweet. You know what I mean? But
so April, so I remember the night that you guys connected, and I always show you guys this video of April in one of her performances. Let me just show you just a little quick. So that's one of April's original songs. Malcolm-Jamal Warner was there that night. He saw April perform and lost his ever-loving mind. Now, let me set the tone. He was one of the headliners.
Hold on, wait, you guys. I love it. I love the way Constance makes it bigger than it is. He just was, he lost it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't downplay it, because I know what it was. He lost his ever-loving mind. He saw April perform. April was performing and people were walking out, and she was like, okay, I mean, that's cool. I'm still going to give you 110%. Don't even matter, because this is what I do. They didn't know who April was. They didn't know.
Well, they didn't.
She got on that stage.
They didn't walk. They walked out before I got on stage.
Before she got on stage. Yeah. Not while she was going, but before she got on stage, it was like, say nobody coming on here. Then when they heard her, they were like, oh shit. Malcolm-Jamal Warner heard her and lost his mind and was like, yo, what are you doing on Tuesday night? Like, he was ready. Like, can you come? Can you gig with me? We're having a jam session. Like, I need to be all up in your vibe, girl. Who are you? Where you been all my life? And then April became a part of Miles Long. And she was like, I'm a part of the band. And I was in my mind, and I think I may have even said it, like, I mean, that's cool, but I was
more than okay with being.
She was more than okay. April don't even like to tour and travel. She was more than okay with touring and traveling.
Because honestly, like it's the energy. Like the energy was never not perfect. You know what I mean? And I will have to say he set the tone for that. Like,
yeah.
And that's not to take anything away from the guys, because the guys also, made sure that tone was set. You know what I mean? But it was never, even rehearsal, we were rehearsing. Like, it wasn't a fake rehearsal. It wasn't let's play around. It was, we're making sure we're getting it. And he, when we rehearsed, it didn't feel like rehearsal. I hate to rehearse. Like, I hate rehearsing.
You do?
I hate it. It makes my ass itch, but it's necessary. Huh?
Rehearsals are fun to me.
No, they're not. They're work. And I'm like, how do I make this stop? But it was never a time when I wanted to just run out. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, okay, I like this. You know what I mean? And I mean, even when it comes to any of my bands, I'm just like, it always feels like a chore. And maybe it's because I'm the person in the front. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's what the difference is. But I've also been a background.
You give 100% of your energy, though. That's the thing.
But you still got to.
I've been to your rehearsals, so I know how you do.
But you still give 100% of your rehearsals, even when it's his, because you want to make sure it's perfect. And I remember, like, one of the rehearsals we had, I felt really bad because I kept messing up. And he's like, "It's all right. You see how many times I messed up?" And I'm just like, that's not how you're supposed to respond. Like, curse me out, sir. Like,
wait, here's one.
You see how happy he was?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. You see, that's not somebody who's just like, that's somebody who's doing it for fun. but also
They
just,
love it.
oh
It's
my God.
innately in him.
Yeah.
That right there, it actually motivated me because I was like, oh my God, I remember how fun it was playing in bands. And oh my gosh, it actually inspired me. Now, what were those? Where was this at?
Same place.
What was it?
Jam session.
Oh, it was a jam session. How fun.
Yeah,
is
they
it?
got the DJ, they got the band. It's so dope. It's so dope. It's an experience that,
Yeah.
and it's not gonna be the same. Like if he's not there, it's not gonna be the same. And I remember the first time I went, don't get it twisted, it's amazing. You know what I mean? But he really does set the tone. Like, because he's having so much fun. He's having so much fun. Listen, the band is Miles Long is so dope. Here's a fun fact. This is the crazy part. He started Miles Long in 2004. I know that to the average person that means nothing, but I started working with my band in 2004.
Oh, wow.
And I've been with them ever since. So Gary Groove, got to give him a shout out. I've been with him since 2004, and I wish Gary Groove is my music director and bass player. I've been with him for 150 years. He's about 300 years old, give or take. And I wish that the two of them could have had a chance to meet and just bounce off of each other. I feel like they would have been best friends.
Yeah, Gary Groove is dope. Dope
He's
aspect of it.
dope human. But yeah, I'm sorry. I know I'm all over the place.
Well, let me ask you this, April. Your last rehearsal that you had with him, he was going to Costa Rica.
No, that was the last time I saw him at the jam session.
So what was that conversation like?
Just like walking to our cars. And I said, what are you about to go do? He said, I'm going to go relax. In a few days, I'm going to go be with my baby girl and my beautiful wife. We're going to go. They're already on vacation. I'm going to go join them on vacation. And I'm sitting here like, you know what? Out of all people, you deserve it. You need a vacation. Since the day I met him, he's always been working on something. And you need a vacation. And he decides to go and swim.
He knew how to swim, though. It was just a really big current that kind of swept it. Yeah, you know, it's like God always takes the ones who are really like just so passionate, and you know it's like you said. Every time I talk to you, you say it's not fair, and he was such a gift to so many people. Such a gift, such a, you know, an honorable person. And I'm saying, you know, from secondhand, because I had not met him. The extent of me meeting him is he DM'd me and he thanked me for the videos. And I was like, oh shit, these videos were really April focused. They were really my videos.
I told him that when I sent them to him, I said, just want to let you know my bad, they're really focused on you.
Yeah. So he DM'd me and he told, you know, he thanked me for the pictures. I was like, no, it's cool. You're welcome. My pleasure. Then he started following me. So he follows me on Instagram. Thank you to April. But
you see, that's a genuine thing. He did. Yeah, thank you. How many? Come on, son.
Right. Absolutely. And he reposted them, all that. So, you know, just from my second hand of knowing him through April. And April always says, you know, I don't like people. I don't like this. I don't like. And I'm like, April likes everybody. April never has anything negative to say about anybody.
That's a lie.
No, she doesn't. but she doesn't. I mean, there is some stuff here and there, like very little, but April's always a pretty positive person. But just like I said, the conversations that I've always had was this man's light was just so bright. And I was just so excited to see how April would grow with his band, with Miles Long. And you know, what I told April was that now this man believed in you. He believed in you. And so now that means you absolutely cannot stop. You absolutely cannot stop. You got to keep going. So what are you going to do?
Take a nap.
You take a nap. You're not going to stop, right, April? You are committed to continue.
No, I can't say that I'm committed. I don't know what's next at this point.
I can say you're committed. I'm going to commit you.
Okay. I have a wonderful song that I'm working on now with an amazing human from Miles Long. So that's a blessing.
The house song?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a great song, guys, by the way.
I know that the music part of it will be absolutely amazing. So let's just pray on my lyrics.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. You know, one of my favorite things, videos that I seen on Malcolm-Jamal Warner, he redid this rap, that Black History rap. Do you remember that Black History rap? It wasn't his, but he redid the rap, and it was so dope. And every time I saw it, even back then, it kind of
the same one, right?
Okay.
That
was somebody else's, yeah. And so it brought it.
Somebody else wrote that?
Mm-hmm. He's actually lip syncing that.
No, that's his voice.
It was Martin, Malcolm, Huey, Alvin, Marcus, Richard, Jesse, Adam, Carla, Gordon, James, Philip, Nat. Showed them not to play with us. Duke, Langston, Thurgood, Robert, Hank, Jesse, Jackie, Muhammad, Paul, Stokely, Mega, Webb. About 3 Benjamins, a good 2 Freds. Women like Harriet, Rosa, Ida, Shirley, Sojourner, Madam, Maya, Mary, Bessa, Ella, and Retta. Even baby Ruby was out here applying pressure. Gail, John, Booker, Sid, George, you nuts if you don't know who he is. Bayard, Charles, Roy, Carter, Cecil, just for drinking them white folks' water. All kings and queens, yes, for real. And to the ones that we lost, like Emmett Till, and all those is here, we gonna continue to hold it down. Say it loud, Black, and I'm proud.
You're right, I didn't even know.
You thought it was his?
I did thought it was his. Yeah, I did thought it was his. And I did thought it was his.
You did thought it was his?
To make sure everybody understands, that was me speaking in proper English. And
she doesn't do that very often, so you guys you're having a treat today that April is speaking in proper English. So April,
did you know that he was the producer of Magic School Bus?
Huh?
Did you ever watch the Magic School Bus?
No.
Are you kidding me?
Mm-mm.
Do you know what the Magic School Bus is?
Mm-hmm.
He was a producer.
I didn't know that.
That's a huge deal.
He did a lot. He did a lot of behind the scenes. He talked about how he was with New Edition. He directed the New Edition, Any Heartbreak, just all of those things. And so for him to have so many accolades, won a Grammy with Robert Glasper, one of my favorite artists, and Layla Hathaway, one of my favorite artists. And I remember, it's so funny when he said what he said about you, April, but you're April. It was so funny.
And I was like, yeah, but you April.
I remember you told me about this conversation. You told me about the conversation, and then he said it on stage. But how did that conversation
come on stage? How you gonna make somebody cry on stage? I'm supposed to be working. You're gonna embarrass me and make me cry on stage in front of the whole world.
What was he talking about? How'd that conversation come up? But you're April.
We went to rehearsal, and I learned all the songs that I needed to learn. And he said, when that song came up, and I said, you got me singing songs by Lettucey and flipping Layla Hathaway. I'm like, I'm gonna do my best to give you my best Lettucey. I'm like, first of all, I'm never gonna sound like any of these people. I need you to understand that. I said, but Layla, you made me sing Layla. And I was like, I'm sorry to tell you this, I'm never gonna be a Layla. And he just smiled at me. He shook his head and he said, okay. It's like, but you're April. Like that's who I wanted to work with, not Layla. And it's not saying it in it like I'm trying to shit on Layla. It's
Right.
like Layla's not working with me right now. And I asked you to come and join me.
Right.
So you're the
Yes.
voice that I wanted. And I'm just like, okay. All right.
I want to, if you don't mind, I want to read a Facebook post that you wrote.
Sure.
You said in the, or would you like to read it?
No,
Actually, I would like you to read it.
I won't, I promise.
In the blink of an eye, you changed my life. You saw light in me before you actually knew me. You didn't just show up, you stayed. You became family, the kind that's chosen and not born, and through you, my family grew miles long. I remember thanking you for all of the kind words that you have said about me and the rooms that you have placed me in without me ever even asking. Your response was that you were just obeying spirit. I never thought that God would send an angel as gracious as you. I never thought that God thought as highly of me as you said he did. I'll never stop thanking God for the gift of you. That was beautiful. So, April, I'm going to let you out a little early. I'm not going to torture you too much, but I just want you to, just give your final words of how you're feeling, what you want people to remember him as, how he's impacted your life.
He gave me the confidence back. He gave me the confidence back that I completely lost. He was the brightest light. And what a lot of people don't realize is that light really does attract light. And a lot of times people will dim their light so that other people can shine. But you have to understand that the brighter your light is, the more it helps others to shine. And he was the brightest light. And he helped everyone who he touched shine just that much brighter. And I loved how he loved his wife, because that let me know how much a man can truly love his wife. And sometimes when I feel like maybe my husband doesn't love me that much, I listen to how he talks about his wife and I think about how my husband talks about me. And I'm like, you know what, maybe maybe sometimes when I'm doubting anything, he's one of the people that showed me that, like, stop doubting so much. Brighten your light, shine as bright as you possibly can, love more than anything else. And I think that that's something we all need to, like, focus on, is how we can love more and hate so much less. Like, just get hate out of your system and just focus on the good. It's healing.
April, I love you. Like, with every fiber of my being. And I'm sending you love and light and life and all the things that you are. And the reason why you were attracted to him is because you're all of those things. And everything that he gave you in that short period of time, you deserve them. You deserve every single thing and so much more. And that was the entry. That was just the beginning. And I don't want that light to be dimmed, and I don't want that thirst to be quenched. I want you to continue on the journey. He was laying a path for you. And I want you to continue on that.
Well, I want to say one other thing. I want to thank him for introducing me to the guys in the group. because they called to check on me. Like, they're beautiful guys. If you all ever get a chance to meet them, Landon Anderson, Rodney Edge, Dashiell Smith, Ike Thompson, if you ever get a chance to meet these humans, just show them nothing but love because they deserve it. They're amazing for no reason. They're the most talented humans ever. And they're very loving and caring, just like him. And so it's one of those things where light does attract light.
100%.
So
That's why you were a part of that light. What I want everybody to know is that we're not a one-dimensional people. As Black people, especially Black men, we can be artists, we can be intellectuals, we can be poets, we can be lovers of jazz and justice, we can be woke, we can be conscious. God gave us Theo, but God also gave us rhythm. He gave us a voice, He gave us the truth. And though His time here on earth was ended far too soon, He still has a legacy, a huge legacy, a vast legacy. And His legacy is going to continue in every rerun, every baseline, every spoken word, every time that you perform April. His legacy is continuing. So today, let's not just mourn. Do like April says, continue to love, continue to live louder, to continue to create bolder and love deeper, because that's what he did. That's what he showed to everyone around him. So I just want to send blessings to April, one of my very closest friends. I want to send blessings and power and light and love to his family, his wife, his beautiful daughter, his mother, and everyone that surrounds him. He was truly a gift, and his legacy will never stop. His impact, it will never stop. So thank you guys for listening. We'll see you tomorrow. Same bat time, tomorrow Thursday. Yeah. Remember, for those of you who are just tuning in, or for those of you who don't know, I was coming live every single day. Now I just come on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I'll be on tomorrow. Also, Saturday, I'm doing a training called Bring Your Idea to Life. And that's for those of you who are starting businesses. If you have an idea, let's get that idea off the ground. So if you want to be a part of this class where I'm personally coaching you, and for those who get the premiere, I'm going to do a one-on-one, a 30-minute one-on-one deep dive with you about your personal business, in addition to the training that we're going to have on Saturday. So go to Bring Your Idea, the number 2 Life. Also, April was a part of the Net 7 Collective, and I'd be remiss if I didn't shout them out, because I see them all through the comments. And that's the thing that I love about these ladies, is because we have so much support, so much sisterhood. And we just had a getaway, a little retreat in June. And April is actually the one who coordinated this entire retreat. April did. April.
Both of us.
You and LaTanya. But April could not attend the events. You know why? Because she was with Malcolm-Jamal Warner. So we forgave her for that. She was with him the whole weekend, all of that stuff. And so one of his last big concerts was actually at the Capitol Jazz, that we were fortunate enough to attend. We were fortunate enough to support her and actually take her to dinner after. You know what? I didn't even pay for your dinner. I feel bad. Now I got to pay for your dinner, because I should have been paying for your dinner to celebrate you. But we went Dutch that day. But it was a great day. It was a great day. Next time you come out here, sis, I got you. I got you.
All the way down.
I got you.
On the floor.
But we are Net 7 Nation. We're starting. We're going live April the 1st. Excuse me, not April. April the 1st. That's April. September the 1st. We're going live September 1st. So we're counting down to September the 1st. So if you are a Black woman, or you know a Black woman, and they want to be connected with other positive Black women, tell them to connect with Net 7 Nation. Go to net7nation.com and answer the questions, and then we will be in contact. And April,
I just wanted to point out that for all of those people who don't have this book, if you don't have this book, you're poor.
That's why I love April. April's an amazing human being. April's getting ready to go to Atlanta. What are you doing? What are you going to Atlanta for?
I have to go sing.
You got to go sing. I tell you what, I'm not going to talk to you all the way to Atlanta today.
Okay.
I got shit to do. But we listen. We may call each other like 10 times in between the time and say bye really quick. Hey, I just had to tell you this one thing. I gotta go. I don't want to talk to you anymore. We do that like all day. FaceTime each other. Hey, did you know? Okay, don't call me back.
Don't call me back until you have something else to tell me. I won't talk to you again until the next time I talk to you.
In an hour. So
but until then,
do not answer. Don't call me. So call me, but don't call me in between. In the meantime, in between time. What time is your gig in Atlanta?
Hold on. I have to give a shout out. Put Edges on there. Okay, this is Edge, y'all. Y'all don't understand. This is Rodney Edge, one of the best the baddest keyboard player. And this is who I was telling y'all about when I said y'all have to show them nothing but love, because these gentlemen have showed me nothing but unconditional love for miles long.
Edge Music. Shout out to Edge Music. Thank you for joining us today. I would love to have a conversation. We need to have him on next Wednesday, maybe April, so we can kind of just talk a little bit. Edge, we want to talk to you next week.
Honestly, when I tell you these men, when I tell you light, light, like the brightest lights I have ever experienced, light. So
Edge,
build him up, show him nothing but love. Just send him hearts. Just send him hearts, because he deserves it. And then go follow him, and then tell him you love him, and then love up on him some more.
Edge, she ain't just saying this for the cameras, bro.
I'm definitely not. Trust me. I talk about you all a lot.
She talks about you. We talk about you all the time. So it's good to meet you virtually, Edge, and hopefully we can meet you again. But thank you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us, and then thank you for sharing your how you felt about Malcolm-Jamal Warner, because he was definitely a true light, and we appreciate you. We appreciate you for listening. Check this out.
Through the lens of love and gratitude, let's give our children love and gratitude. Fly high. Shine and fly high, fly high, fly high. And fly high, and fly high, and fly high.